Speed regulation of DC motor by armature voltage control. A change in set speed is caused due to the change in input supply voltage or change in the loads. So if the voltage drop across this armature is very small in compared to applied voltage to the motor, so it can be neglected. So we can say that the speed of motor is directly proportional to the armature voltage if the flux remains constant, or you can say that the flux by keeping flux constant. So if the armature voltage across this armature remains constant, then the speed of the motor also remains constant. And this is the principle of armature voltage regulation to keep the speed of the motor constant. Now here the diode D1, D2, D3 and D4 forms a bridge rectifier which converts AC supply into DC supply. So here we are not using any filter circuit. So pulsating DC is obtained. Now this pulsating DC is used to achieve the synchronism in UJT control circuit and the firing angle of this SCR. And this DC pulsating DC is also applied to the field winding of the motor. And this pulsating DC, it is also applied to the armature which connected SCR in the series. So now this UJT control circuit is used to control the firing angle of this main SCR which is connected in series with the armature. So here the regulated voltage is applied to the UJT circuits, and this regulated supply can be achieved by using Zener diode and the series resistance R1. Here R2 and C forms a phase control circuit which controls the UJT firing circuits. So here another thing, when this diode D7 is connected in parallel to the back EMF. So in normal condition it is in off state, so there is no current passing through this D7. But when the motor at the end of the half cycle of the current becomes zero, that time back EMF induced across this armature winding, and this energy is dissipated through this diode D7. That means it is operated, this diode D7 is operated when the motor current becomes zero, and in normal condition it is not operated. Then diode D6 is used to this capacitor is not charged through this back EMF induced in the armature. So there is a working. The capacitor C is charged through resistance R2. Now when this voltage reaches at the triggering voltage of UJT will turn on, and this charged capacitor C is discharged through the primary winding of the pulse transformer T2, which induces pulse in the secondary winding of the pulse transformer T2. So gate cathode current flows in the gate circuit of this SCR, which will turn on the SCR. So due to this, a current flow through the armature winding of the motor. So now if the value of this resistance R2 is increased, so the charging of this capacitor is decreased, which reduce the firing angle of this SCR. So the SCR is fired late. So as a result, the speed of the motor decrease. So now if the speed of the motor is increased, which increase in the back EMF induced in the armature. So now due to this back EMF of this armature, which will turn on the diode D6. So due to this, the charging current of this capacitor is diverted through resistance R3 and diode D6, which reduce the charging period of this capacitor. So the SCR is also fired late and the speed of the motor is decreased. Now if the speed of this motor is decreased, that time the less amount of back EMF induced in the armature winding. So due to this, it will turn off the diode D6, and this there is no charging current diverted towards resistance R3 and R6. That time this capacitor is directly charged through R2, and which increase the charging rate of this capacitor, which increase in the due to this SCR is fired rapidly. So due to this the speed of the motor also increase. So from that we can say that the speed of this motor is depends on the charging rate of this capacitor, and this charging is depends on the value of this resistance R2. So directly we can say that the speed of the motor is depends on the value of the resistance R2, and the speed of the motor can be changed by varying the value of this resistance R2.